Welcome to Winning Post. This month we're in Japan to look at the rise of this racing powerhouse. Coming up on the show, the method behind the magic. We'll visit one of Japan's premier training centres and a look at how Japanese jockeys are trying to ride their way to the top. Then we'll head north to Dali's stud farm to see if we can find the future star of Japanese racing. Plus, a look back to the one and only Melbourne Cup. This is Tokyo Racecourse, home to one of the toughest, if not the toughest, races to win on the global racing calendar, the Japan Cup. In recent years, Japanese horses have been making their mark, winning big races all around the world. So we thought we'd kind of find out what's the secret to their success. This is where champions are made. Here at the Japan Racing Association's Miho Training Centre, more than 2,000 horses work to be race ready. Every morning is a hive of activity as they take to the track. From above you can see the rings of different courses: wood chip, dirt, turf, polytrack, all embedded together. For 6 days a week, 1 hour each day, the horses are trained to raise the bar of Japanese racing. The effort has made for some stiff competition, especially in Japan's biggest race, the Japan Cup.
The Japan Cup was established in 1981 because on that time the quality of Japanese horse and training skills was not so good. Also, horse racing was just regarded as just gambling.
Today the prize money is plentiful and the stakes are high. This year's Japan Cup comes with a $2.5 million first place prize, and the JRA even offers $4,000 for simply participating in maiden races. It definitely pays to be the best here, but there's a strict standard. In all but the top races, Japan has a time over rule. This means if a horse is 3 seconds behind the winner, that horse can't race for a whole month. While Japanese racing has been making its mark on the world, the JRA is hoping the world will want to make its mark on Japan.
Everyone thinks the quality of our racing becomes better and better. I think, I hope the winner of Japan Cup will be treated as one of the best horses in the world.
Racing in the Cup. Good dispatch, they all got away fairly well. In the middle of the field, Isla Bonita commenced well. Gentle Donna into stride early. Racing up to the front is Satono Shuren with Tamamo Best Play going on as well. They go to the post the first time. Satono Shuren leads out from Tamamo Best Play. Up there is Epiphanea, uncoiled, is into 5th position, out wide. Tosen Jordan there. Trading Leather is wide but going on. Then a gap back to Gentle Donna. Isla Bonita, Decipher, then Just Away. Then comes Phenomeno. On its outside, on the inside is Ivanhoe. Going on now in the green cap is One and Only. Well back at Harp Star. Followed in the run, well back at the moment is Hit the Target. Spielberg is 3rd last. Running 2nd last at the moment is Up with the Birds. And last at the moment is Denim and Ruby. Down the back straight they run for the Japan Cup. The 34th running is Satono Shuren. Leads out from Epiphanea. Up there and running nicely is Tamamo Best Play. In 4th place, Uncoiled. Then a gap to Tosen Jordan on the inside. Gentle Donna with the run of the race. Trading Leather's nice and handy as well. Then Just Away. Isla Bonita. A gap back to Tamamo Best Play. Then on the inside is Ivanhoe. Decipher midfield. Then comes Harp Star a little bit closer now. A gap to Phenomeno well back. Even further back is Hit the Target. Spielberg is 3rd last. Now moving into a challenge around the outside goes Up with the Birds, and Denim and Ruby, a lot to do, is still last. It's a moderate pace in this year's Japan Cup. Still in front is Satono Shuren. Pulling up on its outside is in the blue cap is Tamamo Best Play. Stuck in behind them, Epiphanea starting to come on nicely, Uncoiled there as well. They swing for home in the Japan Cup. and racing up on the outside. It's uncoiled, goes to the lead, takes on this time the best play, and in between runners is Epiphania. Down the middle of the track, running on his one and only Isla Bonita, and just away. Where's Gentle Donna? She's just in behind them and struggling at the moment. It's Epiphania starting to race away. Epiphania leads out by 3 lengths, just away down the middle of the track. It's going to be Epiphania's Japan Cup. Epiphania will go on and score along the rail. Epiphania goes and wins on by 4, just away. Got second, Spielberg third, Gentle Donna fourth, Harpstar late for fifth.
To support excellent horse racing, you must raise strong horses. To raise strong horses, you must raise the people who raise them. This is the mantra of the Japan Racing Association's jockey school. These students are the ones who will go on to work at the JRA training centres, all with the hope to someday make it big.
やっぱりそうですね。やっぱジョッキーになる以上は。
If I become a jockey, I will try hard and want to be someone whose name is recognized by people who don't know about horse racing.
Of course, it starts with the basics. Each student has to take care of 2 horses. Some are retired racehorses or former show jumpers. And with students starting here as young as 15, academic classes are also part of the curriculum. Then, of course, there's the racing. I've had an amateur jockey licence for about 10 years, but I still thought it might be fun to go back to school. Is this my horse? I'm very flattered. They put me straight into the 3rd grade. I'm on my big chestnut boy here, and we're having a little canter around, just steady, but it's important to, well, it's actually pretty harder to go steady on horses like this, to keep them in a nice rhythm, nice and relaxed. Not sure my horse speaks Japanese, but he's being a pretty good fellow at the moment. The jockey programme lasts for 3 years, and 90% will go on to get their licences. So this means most of the class I'm riding with will make their debut next spring. How did I do? Good? Me? Good? Me? Oh, thank you. Grade 3?
A+. Quarter 23点。
Instructor Junichi Kobayashi has been training for 2 years and was a professional jockey for 20. He's a product of this very school. Is it working? Is it producing good Japanese jockeys?
成功してると思います。
Yes, I think it's been successful. I'm a graduate of here, and Yutaka Take is a graduate of this school.
武豊。
Yutaka Taki is perhaps the most famous Japanese jockey of all time, a symbol of success for these students.
馬のことをね、改めてここで。
The school wants the students to learn about horses, know more about horse, and how to interact with horses with humanity. All in all, one of our roles is to raise jockeys who are like Yutaka Take, who can race in the world and who can bear the future of JRA.
Coming up, breaking into Japan's breeding industry. Welcome back to Winning Post. Japan is a centuries-old civilization, but its racing industry is still relatively young. And now with its emergence as a major global competitor, more and more outsiders want in. On the North Island of Hokkaido, set against the sea, is where Japan breeds its racing future. And Dali Stud Farm is one of the newest additions. Owned by Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum, it's one of the first foreign-owned operations here and adds to Dali's global breeding network.
It's all racing, so we're just trying to produce the best racehorse possible.
Willie Brogan is Dali Japan's stud director. Why Hokkaido? Why is this such a good area to produce racehorses?
I suppose historically, for years and years, it's been the best place to produce horses in Japan, even though the winters are very severe and it's really cold here.
Yeah, looking at the mares, they're all getting fed hard feed and hay in a massive paddock, but for a few months of the year, there's no nutritional value in
There
this.
isn't, no, but you know, once we get to the spring, the grass eventually comes back, and you know, I think you raise a good strong foal just in this kind of environment, you know, and the weanlings turn yearlings, they'll winter out, so you get a good strong horse that acclimatises.
Dali Japan's breeding operation only really kicked off in the last 6 years, but it's already resulted in a Group 1 winner. This season, the 150 mares here produced 100 foals, all of which will have a chance to be the next stars of racing. Who do you like in this paddock?
Jenny Lind here is really nice. He's a street sense colt, this guy. Yeah, he's a really good pedigree, this guy. And
So Street Sense is a American stallion?
He is, yeah. He won the Kentucky Derby and the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. He was the only horse to do that. So he stood one season here. And we've around 30 foals by him here on the farm. So he's just a nice, strong, athletic looking colt. He's not the biggest in the world, but he's powerful for a foal.
They're quite curious, aren't they?
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, hi.
Must be the scarf.
You could say the breeding formula is simple. A good mare with a good stallion makes a winner. This season, Dali Japan had 8 stallions, including Admire Moon. The broodmare sire of this stallion is the horse who Dali Japan's president believes has been the key to Japan's racing success.
I think the biggest point which made Japanese horses able to do well in the world is that Sunday Silence came to Japan as a stallion. It is thanks to this one stallion. He has encouraged the technique of Japanese breeding to become better little by little.
It'll take time, but Dali Japan is hopeful the bloodline will continue to breed homegrown champions. Each year, around 100,000 fans fill this grandstand to witness the spectacle of the Japan Cup. And while racing is hugely popular here, there's only one race that truly stops a nation, and that's the Melbourne Cup. You've heard it stops a nation, that it's more than just a race. Each year, Flemington Racecourse and the entire city is transformed into full-on fanfare by the Melbourne Cup.
It's a celebration across Australia in particular. At 3 o'clock on the first Tuesday in November each year, the nation very much stops to enjoy a horse race, to enjoy the company of one another, and it's become really a part of the Australian culture. So it's much more than just a horse race.
The winner of this year's Cup, Protectionist. He was drawn well in barrier 11, and superstar jockey Ryan Moore elected to settle towards the rear of the field. As they came into the straight, he wove through the pack with ease, and won, going away by an impressive 3 lengths, becoming the first German horse to win the Cup.
It's Germany's Melbourne Cup, Protectionist by 3 lengths to Red Cadeau, and Protectionist bolted in the Cup by 3, Red Cadeau second again.
In another incredibly brave effort, 9-year-old Red Cadeau finished second for the 3rd time. And Who Shot the Barman came in 3rd for New Zealand. That's it for this month from Melbourne and Japan, and as usual you can find us online. I'm Francesca Cumani,